everybody doing? All right, this is Penny, or my name's Penny, and this is Penny Pincher's Budgets. On Sundays, I usually do an accountability video, and yeah, I really don't have a lot to say, but I have done good. I will say that. I have done good. I'm going to set this over here. Now, I'm not really caught up on my finances as far as this book's concerned. But we will go over a few things, okay? Like this, I did not even finish this the other day. So let's do this. I can't even tell you how much I brought in last week, but I do know that St. Thomas was paid. I did set aside for the house for July $221. My house payment is $882 a month, and I'm going to start putting a little bit each week aside so that I don't have to try and get that full amount each time. I got the groceries. They were $77. My budget was $75, but I did $77. I did not have anything budgeted on these. Gas, I do not remember. Like I said, I've not done my expense tracker and gotten it up to date. I don't even know where it is. I think it's this. Yeah, June. Yeah, this is 6/17. So I haven't gone back through my bank statements yet just to fill this in. But I do know I did not spend a lot. Now, anything that was spent was for gas to go Uber. So let's get you guys going into next week. So for next week, okay, number one pays $375, number two $450. The $450 is where I Uber, and I am going to try, and that is my goal for each week, is $450 a week. Okay, now some of this was for other, but I just put it together, so half was Uber and half was other, like yard sale, whatever. I did make $4 on my Ko-Fi account. Yay me. Got to sell something. I don't remember what rollover was. So this is what we're working with. $375, $450, and $4. $829. Now, this coming week, we have the internet that's due on the 29th at $125. So that brings us to $704. Now, I'll get to this part here in just a second. $704. All right, so then I'm gonna budget at least $50 for groceries, $80 in gas, which I think I've been doing a lot better on gas because I'm running at night and I'm running less hours than I do during the day. I do need to put $20 in toiletries. So this is money that's coming in next week, okay? So I will get paid. We'll get to that in just a second. So this is $150, which brings me to $554. The $554, I'm going to take $411 of that, set it aside for the house payment for July. That's going to leave me $143. The $143, I'm going to take out my $80 for my savings challenges, because I usually do 20 per video, okay? I don't have Sunday on here, but that's okay. I think I've got the money. What I usually do on Sundays is off camera, I do Save with Judy, Play with Friends, Save with Judy. And then that's going to leave me at $63 left over. The $63, I'm going to take 30 of that and put it towards debt. Now, if you have been watching my videos, I actually saved, I think it was $51 yesterday on a couple of scratch offs that I finished, and I hope you guys can see this. And so that's going to give me, as of right now, about $80, $81 to put towards Belk in July. But I may call them one day next week and go ahead and put that $80 towards it. Okay, you guys, this is what I'm curious about, and maybe you guys can help me. Even though I pay my payment on the 14th, I'm sure I can call them within a couple of weeks and make another payment. Whether it be, and this is where what I don't know, can I just pay the $80 towards it on that payment, or should I wait and keep all of it together and just make one lump sum on that payment date? You guys let me know what you think, okay? Alright, so that leaves us $33 as a rollover. Now, just to do the final totals, we're doing $829 minus the $125, leaves us $704. The $704 minus the $150 leaves us $554. The $554, and I subtracted the $411, is leaving us $143. I think I wrote it wrong here somewhere, or forgot to write it. Actually, I did not write this in here. Leaves us $143, and then $143, which would be right here, minus the $80 is going to leave us $63. Okay, the $63, $30 of that is going to debt, so that's going to leave me $33 for a rollover. Okay, yeah, on our next payment. Okay, I hope that made sense. I don't know, I get to rambling, and then I like talking it out because it makes more sense to me than me sitting here trying to go over it. But if I talk it out, it comes to me better. Now this is July, so the house payment, I've set aside $221 plus the $411 is going to get set aside. So that's $632 minus $882. That's going to leave me $250. All right, $250 to come up with. Let's go back to June. All right, we will get paid again here, or that is what I'm doing now, is this week. So I will have to, what I'll do is cash out Uber a day early, a couple of days early, just to get that extra $250 plus my Home Depot. Okay, so what I run next week and what I get from my husband. And to explain that about my husband, he makes more than that. It's just that we split the bills, and of course everything I make I put on here because I don't go shopping. I really don't. I don't buy clothes. I am very frugal and I save money. That's hence my name, Penny Pincher. So yeah, he makes more than this, but this is what, between the both of us, as far as bills, just the bills, is $375. Okay, so what I am going to start doing in July, I'm doing the color code method, and I already have it written out here. So I've got the house each week, the money I'm going to set aside, gas, money I'm setting aside, food, what I'm doing for food. Okay, so that's the three things that is most important to me, making sure that it's getting done. Now, of course, debt, we have our challenges, my Saturday scratch and sink. Everything that I scratch is going to debt. Okay, so on the 2nd is when I get paid, and then he gets paid on Thursday. Actually, yeah, his check goes, the $375 goes into my bank account on Wednesday or Thursday. So what I'm going to do is wait and combine these together like I usually do. And then for this week, all I need to pay is water, Verizon, and Windows. Anything I have left over, I will put $221 to the side for the house. I will set aside about $50 for gas, and I will budget my food for $75 for the first week, okay? I had it budgeted this last week for $75. Now the next week in July, same thing, payday here, I get paid too, so we'll combine it. And all I have to pay here is Belk, lights, Prime Video, car insurance. And then I will set aside the $150, $37, $50, okay? Now, that'll take care of that. And anything left over will be going into my sinking funds and the majority to Belk, okay? I'm hitting it hard. Third week, payday. And I'm gonna try and do it as, okay, so my goal is $450 a week, Ubering, no matter what. That's like $75 a day for 6 days, plus the $375. So that gives us $825 to budget each week. So I'm gonna write that just right here to the side. And that's gonna be our budget each week, okay? And I'm gonna try my best to stick to it, okay? So then this one, we've got payday, $825. All we have is car, St. Thomas, and all the necessities over here. Last week, payday, $825. All I have is cable to pay. So we will pay that, and then we will set aside the $411, okay? $411. That should give me the house payment. And then we should have enough to go ahead and get Home Depot knocked out too. And the reason I've got Home Depot written down is because both of those are due on the 1st. Okay, and then of course it starts over for August. So I've already started August, but July is where we're at. And I'm only gonna use this little book for this, okay? I'm not writing down birthdays, activities, anything like that. I'm gonna keep this one going for that kind of stuff, like my sister's birthday. I did cancel a lot of subscriptions. I think the only one I've got is Apple, and there might be 1 or 2 more. I know Prime Video is in there somewhere. Actually, you know what? I canceled Prime Video. So I've got it written in there, but I canceled Prime Video. And let's go back and look real quick. Okay, I canceled Apple. Let's see. I canceled this Apple, which I think it was Canva, but I put it back on, so that is not canceled now. I miss the pro stuff on the Canva, especially if I'm going to be making my own savings challenges and stuff. And let's see, Amazon Prime, I canceled. And I think that's it. But I canceled pretty much everything but Canva. So anyway, there's that. Like I said, I didn't get my expenses written down, which is not bad. The only thing that I spent on last week, I took my granddaughter to the fountains, which is like a splash park, and they just run and play in water. That's free, but we took our own lunch. But I did take her to the soda shop, and we got ice cream. So $10.98. I'm not mad at that. That's what I did. Okay, so that part is done. Now, one way I'm trying to save money now, and I did start doing this the other day, is okay, so we had I'm not sure what day it was, but let's just say on the 18th, maybe, I don't know, we went to the fountains. Okay, and I spent $10.98. Dollar General, I meant to look, I think it was $12 and some change. So that was unbudgeted for. I didn't have to get pet supplies. We did not eat out. No household stuff. So far, I have only put, I think, $20 in here at the 7-Eleven. And then we had Walmart for groceries, okay? Like I said, I budgeted for $75, but it went over to $77. And I need to look at that because they do like a holding fee of $5. So it was like $82 and some change. So I need to look and see if they put that $5 back. So I want to start keeping track of my weekly check-in on here as far as spending and stuff like this. And this is for June, this one here. And you can see I don't have a lot on there, so I did really good. So this was June. Let's see if I can pull up some dates. So how's everybody's weekend been going? We've been doing pretty good this weekend. Like I said, I went to the grocery store. I made out my meal plan. We've been watching Black Sails. Have you guys ever seen that show on, I think it's on, it might be on Netflix, I'm not sure. So this is from the dates of the 16th through, I'm going to put it for the 23rd. Oops, 23rd, okay? And then next week, it'll be 23rd. Actually, let's put 22nd. I finally got me another one of these. I love these little things because I make such a mess. All right, we're going to put the 22nd, okay? And then next week, the 23rd through the first week of July. But anyway, I've done pretty good with that. And this is my meal plan. Now, this we're not having tonight. We're actually going to have... Okay, so this is what I did. Last night, or yesterday, I put on a big pot of beans. Big pot of beans. So we had beans, and I'm going to make some cornbread tonight. Lord, I can't even spell. Cornbread tonight to go with that. Plus I made a cake. I had cake mix, and I had cherry pie filling and pineapple, crushed pineapple, and I made a cake with that. So what I did, I took the cherry pie filling, I put pineapple, crushed pineapple on top, then I poured the cake mix on top of that, okay? After you put the cake mix on top, put little pats of butter, I don't know, 2, 4, 6, 8, about 8 to 10 pats of butter all the way across. Then take some Sprite and pour the Sprite on top of that, and then bake it. It took probably a good hour to bake, but God, y'all, it was so good. And I did lemon cake mix. So can you imagine the lemon, cherry, and pineapple together? It was so good. But this is what we're having again tonight, okay? I made this last night. I am just going to cook some cornbread tonight to go with the beans again. My poor stomach. His poor stomach. So this is what we're having tonight. And then I've got Monday night sloppy joes with French bread. And what I do here, I take the French bread, I cut it, and I make up the sloppy joe. I put the sloppy joe mixture on top. I top it with cheese, and then I put it in the oven until the cheese is melted. It is so good, y'all. It is so good. And then we're going to have on Tuesday night tenderloin with green beans, corn, and mashed potatoes. Wednesday night we should have the baby, so we're going to do hot dogs and fries. Thursday night we'll do hamburger helper. I have a cheeseburger mac that we're going to do. And then Friday night hamburgers with fries. We'll do hamburgers. And then Saturday I like to take the ramen noodles and do some boiled eggs and put it in the noodles, okay? And I found in my pantry some smoked chili powder. Oh my God, I love it. So I think I'm gonna put some smoked chili powder in there and do noodles and eggs for Saturday night. And more than likely I will go to the store on Sunday. I'll make out a new meal plan and grocery pickup. Now I did have to pick up a lot, but it only came to $77. So I am starting to do that. That is saving me money, and I'm using the Walmart grocery pickup. As long as you don't go into the store. If I go in the store, I'm going to pick up something that I don't necessarily need. So I've started doing the online grocery pickup. So I just put it in, then I go back through it 2 or 3 times, and if I feel like I don't really need that, then I take it off. But that's where I keep my budget at $75 or $50 or somewhere right in there. But I am going to try and keep at least a good $5 buffer with my grocery bill, because sometimes it's hard to get right on the money. So anyway, like I said, my main focus as far as debt right now is, if I can find it, Belk. Okay, like I said, I'm hitting it hard this month and from here on out. So I was at $74.01. My payment was where am I at? $5.14. This is $6.14. Okay. I was at $74.01. I marked this out. It was $74.01. $2.48 was my minimum. I went ahead and paid $300, so that was a plus of $48 towards Belk, bringing it down to $71.01. Okay, so right now, I've got, I'm trying to figure out how I want to write this in here. Remember how I did the tires, where I kind of mapped it out? So I may do it this way again. My part of the tires is paid off. Okay, so that is a win for me. The other half is my husband's, so my husband will pay off the other half. So that's why I'm focusing on this. So $71.01, minimum $2.48. I'm not exactly sure how much I'm paying towards it yet, because I've got the $51 and I've got a $30. So far it's $81 going towards it, but by the time it's due on the 7/14, I may have, I don't know, maybe another $100 to put towards it. But I will do this. I am going to, where did you go again? All right, I am going to do this. I'm going to do a minus 51, and then I'm going to do a minus 30. Now this 51 is from scratch offs, and that's from I'm just gonna put GG, that's Golden Girl Budgets, and then I'm gonna put Ellie on Earth. Okay, that's where that money is coming from. Okay, the $30 is how do I want to word it? That's coming straight from income. Okay, so when I pay this, I will put down the total amount here, and then we will start subtracting here, I guess. And yeah, and then we'll go down to the next month. I guess that'll work. Okay, so that's what I started with, $76.19, and I'm at $71.01. But I feel like with me putting this extra money towards it, this is going to come down a lot quicker. It is a 34.99% interest rate, which means if I send this $248 in by itself, they're getting $177 of that for interest. So, hitting it hard. I want to get this paid off. I've got all October of 2025, but I want to see if I can beat this. I want to see if I can beat this really bad, that date. So I guess that's a win, because my half is done, and that's a debt paid off for me, right? Right. Yay. All right. So Belk is our goal. Just try and get that paid off as quick as possible. Since I started the payoff thing on here, see, I hit this one. I had April and I hit it I finished it in April. This is TJX. And then this here was for appliances. I also, well, I had April, but I finished it in May, which is fine. It got done. I'm working on this one now, and I need to update this because they just did this on, actually I've got it written on there. It's already written on there. Okay, I just don't have the balance. So 824.04 minus 117.73, 706.31 is what my balance should be. Okay. These are automatically drafted. This one is paid off. So, and I think I'm just gonna let this play out. Okay. These are the ones that I have paid off: TJX, Synchrony, which was my appliances, and my furniture. Okay. So, other than that, I think this is up to date. Okay. Let's see. Home Depot. That payment came out $36.08. Now this one will be getting hit after Belk, but I want Belk first. This one I don't worry about so much because it's Home Depot. And I feel like with owning a house, you always have to have something from a place like this. I have got to sneeze. Excuse me, guys. Sorry. All right. So there's that. It's due on 7/1. Once see, I did that. Okay, I think I'm good. This came out on the 8th. I need to get the balance on here. So 8,581. This will be another one probably after this. This one will more than likely go after Belk. Minus 175 is 8406. So see how that did not drop that much. I mean, it took the 175, but I feel like, I mean, I really want to start bumping this one up too, but I can't until I cannot do it until Belk is paid off. And then since that's my car, I'm seriously thinking about trading in my car. Look, I didn't even write that down. And trying to get something with less, the payments smaller, and with the payments smaller, maybe the cost of it. I mean, it doesn't have to be a new car. My car is a 2021, and I got it in 2022. No, I got it in 2021, April, and it's only like a little over 3 years. So 19128 minus, oh, I hit the wrong thing. Let's see if I can still do it. Minus 452.46 equals 18,676. Okay. So 18,676, 12. That's where I should be at right now. Yeah. So 18,000 on the car. So yeah. And then I've got my house, which that's going to be a ways down the road before I start really getting into that. Alright, so guys, that's it. I got this book off Amazon. Just look for Debt Payoff Planner. My meal plan comes from Budgeting with Mrs. P on YouTube, along with the weekly check-in, if you guys want to check those out. And then I got this little book at Walmart. Like I said, this is just something I want to start using as far as keeping up with my budgeting and using the color code. Now, my Easy Cash Budget weekly planner, it has more to it. I only use certain things in it, but you can get this off Amazon too. The lady that makes these are on YouTube, Beautifully Me and You. Go check her out, but you can order these from Amazon. Okay, so I think that's it. Also, I bought me this little book at the dollar store the other day, and I'm gonna start writing down my recipes in there. I like to watch Southern Frugal Mama, and some of those ladies on YouTube that do quick, easy meals and cheap meals. So I wrote down, the other day I sat in there and I wrote down right here. Could I have just kept doing this? Yes, but I wanted something kind of cutesy, and I'm going to start writing those recipes in there. So that's another way to save money. Go on there, check them out. They've got all kinds of great ideas, and like I said, I made my first sale the other day. I've got to get these in the mail probably Tuesday. So Diane Richards, your stuff will be coming soon. I just need to put a few more little things in here, and that is it, I believe. I'm going to sit here and do my saving with Judy. I'm going to do her little friendship thing once I'm done here, and that's it. I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow for Monday Minis. All right, so you guys have a great day. We will talk to you later. Again, thank you all very much for tuning in, subscribing, commenting, liking. I greatly appreciate it. I'm so close to hitting 400. And if you've made it this far, I would like for you to put a turtle in the comments. Mr. Turtle, he likes to sit there and watch me do my budgeting. So you guys have a great day, have a great week, and we will talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.